Hello everyone and welcome back to In Other Waters and what is probably the finale? So we know that there is one more place that we're going to be going to. That there is, I think, deep vents right here, and apparently somewhere out here is going to be the oceanic mine that we want to find. That is comprised of the artificers. Oh, does it say? I've noticed tiny reef camps drifting down in this long rift. You can fight the current. Oh no, okay. Oh, what is this about? What is this about? Sample request? Where's this at? Where's this at? Who's asking? Is that for all these? Is that this? Oh, okay. That's just telling me, like, hey, you could go find stuff here. Nah. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We're gonna go here. But yeah, we're gonna go find out where this alien computer oceanic mine thing is and figure out what happened to this place. Also, Minay is turning into a plant in our med bay, and I don't know if that's gonna come back to bite us somehow. Because we're going this way, so I don't know why that would affect us, but also, like, that feels like a loose thread that will come back into play somehow. So, I'm interested to see how that works out, but it doesn't, unless, like, after we come back, and then we see Minay as, like, plant Jesus when we get back, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I assume we do come back, but we'll see. Yeah, we're going out deep into the dark waters. No light. Hey guys, I'd just like to ask if you could like and subscribe and comment on the video with any thoughts you might have had, because it goes a long way towards helping support my channel. Thank you. I did not double check what I had on me. Okay, that's fine. We're almost at the hydrothermal vents. 3 kilometers down. This has to be close to the suit's range. You can hear the plates creaking. Okay, I guess I'm falling. Yeah, it looks like. Somehow we're maintaining our 1 atmosphere pressure inside the hard suit. I would hope so. Make it back, we're settling on a strong first record for deep dives on at least 67 feet. You don't know that. You don't know how deep they made it in the past. There's almost nothing in the water. Oh, hello. Water calm here. No life to speak of. But the oceanic mine should be somewhere ahead. Let's go find this oceanic mine. Hold on, should I read this again? That's our target. Whatever monster Baikal left us, I'm ready. Wispy fog. The darkness of the plain is absolute. You know, this area kind of reminds me of Soma. Let's find it. You know, she hasn't asked me a question in a while where I'd, like, actually answer something. Alright. So I'm not sure where this game's gonna finish off. There's not enough oxygen down here to use the rebreather, so I'm on the reserves. You got it. I'll try and find stuff if we can. Shows the vents running north of here along a ridge. Would that give us any oxygen? Keep moving. We haven't got long. Am I gonna be able to get samples from this? Incredible. Look at these things. I remember reading about the discovery of hydrothermal vents on Earth centuries ago. By the way, guys, if you know very little about hydrothermal vents, you're not alone. It's me too. But from what little I do know, they are incredibly cool. Like, to the point where, like, we don't know, as far as I know at least, scientists don't know that much yet, or have only looked at them in certain places, but there's, like, some in, like, deep in the ocean that we haven't even, like, discovered yet, and they've got all sorts of crazy life living alongside them that can survive things like extreme heat, stuff like that, or, like, having no oxygen at all, things like that, like little tiny creatures that have evolved to, like, survive down there under crazy conditions. And those are some of, like, the most interesting discoveries, even though, like, they aren't as cool as finding, like, you know, some giant colossal monstrosity, you know, find Godzilla or something. That, of course, would be really cool, but, like, realistically, these are some, like, the coolest, like, things scientists are finding. Because, like, a lot of times, how they're surviving is not how anything else that we understand in life is surviving, you know? Like, they're finding new ways, well, not new necessarily, but, like, new to humans ways of surviving that is just so cool and so fascinating. but like there's still so much that we don't know. Which is kind of another topic of like people underestimate how little we know about the oceans, especially in like the deep, like completely dark areas. Like Mariana's Trench, stuff like that. There's so many new species being discovered all the time, and so many like cool things that we're finding out all the time that like it feels like we don't know a tiny fraction. Like of course we know a lot about stuff that lives closer to the surface. Like hey, we know sharks, we know whales, we know jellyfish, we know about dolphins, we know about all these other billions of fish. Probably more than billions, but yeah, billions of species of fish, basically, pretty much. But there is so much that is still left to discover underneath, like in the deepest parts of the ocean, that it's crazy. It's like, especially compared to like land, where we kind of, I wouldn't say we know everything, of course, nowhere close, but like it's kind of hard for things to stay undiscovered in a sense. In the modern day and age with satellites and all that, like Bigfoot can't exist. Just as an example, Bigfoot can't exist because we would have, fucking seen him by now, right? like actually, like we'd actually have Bigfoot like caught on camera for real, or like actually like caught somewhere. So yeah, Bigfoot's impossible. Things like that you can't have. But the deep ocean, there could be like things deep under the water that are just insane that we still haven't discovered yet. It's actually possible. Well, on the land, not so much. Of course, there's plenty of stuff they're still discovering on the land, like new species that are like deep and undiscovered rainforest, stuff like that. That like be like, oh, a new type of mushroom was discovered, and it's really cool. But it's also like, of course we didn't find that. It's a fucking mushroom. Meanwhile, like, yeah, we're not going to be finding Bigfoot anywhere because it's kind of out the picture at this point. How would he have escaped? But the ocean's different, is what I'm getting at. The ocean has so much more to discover. Anyway. Hydrothermal vents. Yeah, that's where we came from. How did I get all the way there from hydrothermal vents? Donnelly, Corliss, and Van Andel, 3 geologists, they never expected to find life in the internal darkness. Are those, like, real-life scientists? Yet there it was. Whole ecosystems we never knew were there. Totally independent of the sun's light. Basically what I was just talking about. They were imagined to be in models of alien ecosystems, life in its most extreme forms. But until this planet, that proved to be false. To all of humanity, the universe was dead. Damned by call for keeping this place from us. For keeping humanity in the dark. By the way, I also want to mention, obviously I don't know much. Not gonna pretend I do. But I do think that, like, it's, very, not just very possible, but almost kind of inevitable that we do find other life. Just because of, like, how big space is, and how many planets are out there, and how many of them, even if it's, like, a tiny, tiny fraction of all planets, there's a bunch of them that are capable of housing life way, way out there. And, of course, some of them might have life in some form. And, of course, we haven't discovered extraterrestrial life for real yet, but, like, I think it's certainly possible and possibly even destined. Just because of, like, how many chances there are to find it, Anyway. Which, that's another thing about this game that's so cool. This is kind of just alien life. This is a game about aliens. You get down to it. I wonder if we're going to be able to get any... Okay, we're going around this. Black fumes. I wonder what the ocean mine's going to be like. Can we get samples? I'd like a sample. I don't understand. Where's the life? This ecosystem is totally barren. All these minerals, nutrients, heat, and nothing feeding off of it. How can this be? Maybe the oceanic mine did that on purpose, or maybe the oceanic mine needs to create it? Could it be just this vent? Let's keep looking. Well, it's going to be very depressing if we go down here and there's no life. Say lava? Cooler water. That's cool. Let me look this way. I think this just leads down... Okay. Let's check this out. So we've gotten kind of close to them, but they haven't let us take any samples yet. Okay, but then, yeah, that makes sense, though, because she did just say, hey, where's the life? If there's nothing to take samples from, then yeah, of course there'd be no samples. I think that just leads back down. I don't feel like circling back. Man, 3,143 meters deep. The artificial mind Ikari was building down here. What was the end goal? Bro, you tell me. Is Baikal hoping to control this whole ecosystem? Probably. Did I keep one of the... I did keep one of the bubbles. Entire planetary agriculture, to feed their needs. Ecology manipulated by the possibility of rewriting... genetic rewriting. Power stolen from the artificers. An enslaved planet, like Earth. So real quick, just want to mention that, like, I don't know for sure if this is something we should, like, if Oceanic Mind is, for all intents and purposes, slumbering, I don't know if it's, like, something we should turn on. Because, depending on how it works, because we don't know how it works yet, really, is it something that, like, we could control? Or if it's something that we can control, is it something someone else could control? Because this isn't something we should put into the hands of someone from Baikal, or any other corrupt person. I don't think Ellery would be evil with it, I don't think Minay would be evil with it, and I don't plan to do evil. Or maybe I do. But yeah, for real though, like, we're not trying to wipe out life on this planet, you know? Like, we can be relatively trusted, but, like, we're not going to live forever. Or I guess maybe me, as in the AI in this game, is supposed to live forever. I suppose. But yeah, like, the idea that... how do I put this? It might not be something that we should have in the world, you know? Like, the ability to just change all life. It's not a power that should be held by people. It's not something that we should be able to play God with. Is why I'm saying, like, hey, maybe this isn't something we want to activate. Like, yeah, we could use it to get rid of the bloom or whatever, but also I don't even know if we should do that because the bloom is also an ecosystem that things are living in right now. And yeah, you could be like, oh, this place doesn't house much life, or hey, this place is toxic. But stuff is still living there, clearly. Like those hydrothermal vents, those would kill us instantly. But stuff is living down there, like I just mentioned. The desert, a lot of things do not survive there, of course. But there is stuff that lives in the desert, and you can't take those things that live in the desert and take them somewhere else and expect them to survive just as well. Because they've adapted to live there, and those crabs, the certain shoots or whatever, have adapted to living in the bloom. So I don't think erasing that is necessarily a good move either. An enslaved planet, like Earth. I know now why Minay was secretive. She knew that if they found this place again, that would be it for life here. Exactly. Also, I'm wondering if, like, maybe me, the AI, is, like, actually the Oceanic Mind, and by bringing me, the AI, down here, is what awakens it? Because, I don't know, maybe it's in place? This place has been wiped clean. Well, there goes that music. Something is wrong here. What did they do? And don't forget, Minay was trying to get down here. At least, maybe not down here, but at least down towards those earlier areas. But I think she might have been trying to get down here, ultimately. So, I'm curious of, like, what... First off, what led her to try and become part plant? And two, what led her... Oh god, look at these creatures. Oh, corpse piles. Oh god. Radial piles of long-dead creatures frozen in crippling states of deformation scar the seafloor. the bodies. It looks like progressive ossification. Muscles have become bone. What does that even mean? The mutations are extreme. Like cancerous growths. There's no structure to their anatomy. So, okay, this oceanic mind has just been making things, has just been altering things. It's been, like, warping these creatures. And they're all dead because it doesn't know what it's doing, maybe? Or it's gone crazy in some way? Like, maybe it's not even a mind, really. It's just a muscle just flexing on everything around it and killing everything because it doesn't have a mind, really. It's just doing alterations to do alterations because that's just what it does. Is this it? Over here? Ooh. Why is this actually, like, so tense? This game doesn't have, like, combat or anything. But yet, I'm worried, actually. Mind. It's huge. But it's silent. Wait, did it? Hold on. Let me read that again. Can I, like, stop that? Okay. Been silent for decades. Oh god, but we're like the first things it's probably seen in a while. Oh no. This is no cradle of life. It's a grave. Did they fail? Is this all that's left? A broken mind lying in a bed of corpses. They had no idea what they were doing. The arrogance of all this. The whole ecosystem boiled down to nothing. The artificers lost to us. These are Baikal's crimes. Akari's crimes. What a waste! Is there nothing left? We should look inside. Alright. The Oceanic Mind. Object. A vast, ornate structure, grown in the Baikal labs, sits broken and dead on the seafloor. Its interior is a dark cavern. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Going deeper. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So I guess the question is, though, is everything dead around it? Or is there, like, something that's needs to be activated to, like, be awoken by us? And then, if everything is dead, then does that mean us, as the only living things, might be next? But there's nowhere to go. I guess I keep going down. Down more. 58. Oh man, why is this surprisingly so tense? Oh, what is that? Artificer. Oh shit! A small but ornate geodesic exoskeleton lies in the silt. Inside, the artificer shifts and reforms with a rhythmic consistency. Is it alive? If it is, I feel like it's the source of all of this, and it killed everything, and we can't trust this thing. The mind's heart. What a phrase! Oh my god. Deep inside the oceanic mind, something flickers in the ruins. Why is this so, like, weirdly dark? Like, I feel like we're about to uncover, like, some, like, Cthulhu, you know? Like, we've got some eldritch being here. Man-created. Is that an artificer? It survived, or it was born here? Does that mean there are more? It looks dormant. Is it even alive? Wait, do you hear that? It's singing. I can feel... What are you talking about? Girl, is it controlling you? Is it changing you? It knows. It knows what we are. Sorry, I couldn't read that without, like, the... You know the meme where, like, they give you, like, the look, and then it has, like, the rainbow flag, question mark? When it said it knows, I'm just, like, that's just what popped into my mind. It knows you are a lesbian. Oh, no. And it is afraid. Well, yeah, makes sense why it would be afraid. If it was the last of its kind. The thing I want to, that this game could go one of two ways with is, like, was this thing after the fact? This artificer that we found here. Was it born here afterwards? Or is this the thing that killed everything? That's what I'm curious about where they're going to go with this with. I understand why. Look what humans did here. Sorry. Wait, no. Come back. Oh, did they leave? Gone. Should be going too. Running down... Not really. Running down on oxygen. It's a long way back up. Come on. There's nothing left for us here. Alright. So then I guess we are going back, and I assume that's when Minade, being some plant creature or whatever, comes back into play. Because maybe she connects to it somehow, being, like, part artificer or something, whatever she is. They can communicate, maybe. And it can understand of, like, hey, not all humans. Oh, we can't leave. Where do we go, then? We just head back? Okay. Time to go. Getting to the ascent. So they're still out there. The artificers. At least that one. But yeah, so considering that, like, it can mess with RNA and DNA, I take it that it's probably, like, asexual, right? Like, not asexual in the sense of, like, you don't, like, the human sense, but asexual in the sense of, like, it can reproduce on its own. I think that's the same term, but used different ways. I might have to Google that really quick. What is the term for things that reproduce by itself? Yeah, asexual reproduction. Okay. So I guess asexual and asexual attraction is different. But yeah, it's weird that they didn't make a separate term for those, you know? I get why they would meme the same thing from, like, a Latin term standpoint, you know, having a in the front. And, like, you know, sexual term, not sorry, not sexual, but, like, in the in a scientific terms of, like, why that word would be the same, but also, like, I'm surprised they didn't just come up with a new one for one or the other, you know? Because that just makes it more confusing. Because you could, like, Google what asexual is and come up with the complete wrong thing. Like, I don't think all my ace homies are just self-reproducing, you know? That's not what they're doing. That's not their thing. But yeah, just weird they don't have a term for that. But yeah, artificers should be able to, not even like how bacteria do, but it should be able to reproduce more of its kind, just because it has crazy powers. This is their planet. We owe them so much. Suppose it's your planet too. The mine being a failure. Colony destroyed. Hey, I am the mine, probably. You are its last artifact. Born here. And now, this is my home too. Mine and Minade's. Oh, you're staying here? I didn't know if you were. Okay. There's so much left for me to do. So much to study. So much to understand. Our history here, it is ugly. Something I don't want to be a part of. This planet's future. Maybe we can have a part in that. And they gave everything for the truth. Can't scan right now, by the way. Some residual part of the artificers changed her. I hope she knows. Knows that she succeeded. This place is no longer a secret. No longer Baikal's to control. I don't know if it should not be a secret, though. Like, I don't know if it's safe in everyone else's hands, either. Thank you, Minnie. And thank you. To you. For staying with me. For guiding me. Shout out again to the music, by the way. Together, I think we can make a change. Show humanity Baikal's crimes. Make them accountable. We both carry burdens here, but the past doesn't define us. Life continues here, despite everything that happened. I can find comfort in that. I think I'm going to stay. I don't have anything left out there, but here I have Minnie. I have you. And I have a purpose. Someone needs to swim these waters, to catalog this world. Not necessarily. You could just leave it be. When I was little, I swam every day. I'd walk down to the ocean and step into it without a thought. I lost that, degree by degree, as Earth's oceans died. But here, things can be like that once again. These waters can wash all the old ways away. Together, we'll see what's left when they do. Alright, so something is for Anais. Is that the end? Or, I thought there was going to be something with Minnie. I honestly really enjoyed this. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot with that ending that I still don't feel like I know necessarily, but it's not like... It's like... Hey, you didn't finish. It's more of like a, there's still so much that we don't know, but of course we wouldn't know. Ah, man, this is a really good game. I really enjoyed this. I think we're going to be able to open it up again after the credits, and I think be able to, like, read that whatever that last note is, and probably check in on Minnie and see what happened with her turning into, like, part plant or whatever. But, like, so I'm curious of, like, what's gonna happen with that. But outside of that, like, I don't think this game has much more in the way of things to be doing besides just completing everything, if you want to. Which, I love this game, but I'm not really gonna be going through and finding every last creature's stuff, you know? Oh, that's quite the wall of text. Thank you to all these people. Everyone who worked on this, everyone who... I think these people were, like, testers or something like that. Or, like, backers. No, thank you to the backers. Thank you guys to this, because without you guys, this game wouldn't have been here, and I wouldn't have had the chance to play it. So thank you. This is definitely an experience. I'm glad I played it. I just... Oh, man, I don't know. That ending feels very open. And that, like, there's still so much that maybe I just forgot details or something. I still feel like there's so much that I don't know, and it feels like there's still so many loose threads still. But also, like, that does feel like a very satisfying ending to it, you know? Alright, so should be one last... Hey, wake up. What's up? You've been out a while. As usual. Hey, shut up. I can sleep if I want. Very heavy sleeper. I've been thinking. Maybe got a few weeks before someone turns up here. So why would other people turn up, though? Could be Baikal chasing down the transmission signature of the space. Could be someone else entirely, passing through the system, picking up my shuttle transponder. Whoever it is, we need to be ready. Want to log everything we can. Everything, every species, every sample. want a wealth of data to show to the inhabited systems, to the off-world colonies, to Earth. So you want that so they can't, like, just end you and erase it. They won't erase us. They won't erase this place. I'm going to show it to everyone. Together. So let's start studying. There's a whole ocean to go at. Just a few weeks to do it. Okie, I'm ready. Choose our next dive. Okay, and I guess that's just saying, like, hey, complete your Pokedex. Alright. Okay. Now the real work begins. Whatever was left of the oceanic mind, it is dead. Another failed experiment, another biological atrocity to add to the humanity's list. But I don't want to let it define us, our role on this planet. Can't start fresh, I know that. Shouldn't there be a comma there? The artificers are still here, and that means we can reach them. I want to show them we're curious, we're kind, we're able to live alongside them. There's still so much left to study here, so many questions to answer, but I'm not scared anymore. I'm excited to see what we can achieve in the time we have. People will come here soon enough. When they do, I want to show them what we have found, the evidence of Baikal's crimes, and what we need to protect. If people can see this place for what it is, a second chance, maybe they'll want to protect it too. That's what my father believed, my mother believed, that if people could understand what they were losing, they would want to save it. Let's get to work. So now I'm kind of curious, is there like an ending then? Like where once you catch everything, Pokemon style, you complete your lab, or not the lab, the where did we get? Med? Oh. So this didn't change. Where's it at? Damaged. Was it in the lab? Yeah, the taxonomy. Okay, yeah. If you complete everything in here, I wonder if there's like an ending, a new ending you get, where maybe we befriend the artificer, or like it sees everything we've done and it goes, hey, you ain't so bad. Or maybe the people show up and we can actually like end Baikal. Something like that. But I imagine there's an ending. Maybe there is. I don't know. But that'd be really cool for an ending. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be looking at myself. But if you're really interested in seeing if there is, I go ham, go for it. I hope you find everything you're hoping to find. But yeah, so that's been In Other Waters. A very interesting game. A very it was usually pretty relaxing, but that's not how I would define the entire game. A very illuminating experience, I think. Where they took a gameplay loop that is very, very unusual and made it so not fun necessarily, but like I never minded doing it, you know? Like it shouldn't have been as successful as it is, you know, just if you described it to someone. But yet I had no problems playing this game, like except just remembering it like the second time I played it after the first time I played, where I just could not remember like what was what again. But yeah, eventually I figured it out. But yeah, this game was very interesting, and I really enjoyed it. So I guess, yeah, that's been it for In Other Waters. I'll see you guys in another game soon. I think I'm going to be trying to finish Everhood 2, get back into that, and then have some other games I'm hoping to get to. Still playing Yakuza. I think... Oh god, did I even mention on the channel yet? This is a few days after the fact, but we actually have Deltarune coming. I know when it's coming now, in June. We've got a couple months to wrap everything up and be ready. Because, you know, there's no other games I could be playing, now that In Stars and Time is done, that I would even be like, yeah, I need to prioritize that over fucking Deltarune. Now, Deltarune now is the focus, probably. Unless something happens between now and then. Deltarune is absolutely the focus when that comes out. But yeah, Lost Records, Yakuza, Everhood 2, those will probably be like the focus of getting done in the short term. I've got a bunch of other games I'm hoping to play after that, and we'll just see what happens when we get to it. But yeah, I'll see you all in other games soon, I suppose. Hope you guys enjoyed this if you're still here. I'll see you all another time. Bye. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you.